Okay, I'm going to work on getting these videos done in less than 20 minutes. So, just did this video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the quick version now, okay? So, a lot of people, most people are not naturally good at picking up on women. They haven't been just getting women their entire lives, okay? So what they do is they turn to material and trying to figure out how to better date and pick up women. But a lot of the pickup material that's out there is designed to make women your mental point of origin instead of yourself. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff where you're going out, you're getting a wingman, you're trying techniques, and you're doing hundreds of approaches on women and trying to collect phone numbers and, you know, get your notch count up and all that stuff. And I'm telling you that you should have other things to work on. You should be your own mental point of origin. There should be a value that you are supposed to provide to the world, and you should be working on that primarily. Women should just be a natural consequence of of that and going throughout your day. So this video is more for dudes who don't want to make, special outings just for picking up on women, which should be hopefully most guys. This is for, you guys who are working on other stuff, and really this is just, what you just want to date and, date women, see, but have it be a natural consequence of how your day is going, right? So here's 6 tips. Now, the guy who can kind of naturally pick up on women flawlessly throughout the day, which is hopefully you, all right, at some point, is you want to have an abundance mentality. So you realize this, that no matter what you're doing, as long as you're out there and you're not sitting in your house, okay? And if you work from home or something, I suggest that you do make yourself get out to places throughout the week. But if you're going to work, going to the gym, do you know what I mean? Doing happy hour meetups every now and then, doing different things, going to the store, running errands, you're going to run into women as a consequence of your natural day. And you're going to run into good-looking women that are going to be interested in you and might be good potential mates, if you will, okay? And so you don't need to make special appointments. There's an abundance of women out there. If you get rejected by one, there's 2 more around the corner that are probably hotter than the one that rejected you. You have to realize that there's abundance there, okay? And you start to recognize and see it for what it is. So that's the first thing. Recognize that there's an abundance. And if your lifestyle right now doesn't allow for an abundance of women because you're, like I said, a work from home type of a person, or you never leave the house, well, then that's maybe something you need to change. Start leaving the house. Take your laptop and do your work in a coffee house for part of the day. Go to the gym. Go out and do things and go to places, okay? Just throughout the week. That'd be the only adjustment you would have to make, but it's not just to more or less be in a social environment, but you don't have to make big adjustments there. All right, so number 2 is you want to start studying and learning how to read people really well. Okay, so start learning how to read attraction cues and indicators of interest. So you'll be able to tell when a woman is approachable or not approachable. So here's a quick example, is if a woman is in a transitionary spot. When I say transitionary, meaning places where there's lots of traffic or people transition from one area to another. Coffee house, for example. A small cafe where people come in and come out and getting carry out. A campus area where they're sitting and studying, but they're by an area where there's a lot of people walking past. Even bars and restaurants, where you have happy hour. A bar is kind of transitional, where there's a lot of people coming in and out, right? So if they're lingering in a place like that, they are wanting social interaction, chances are, all right? look for body language cues and that sort of things to indicate that, but I mean, that is probably the case, or she wouldn't be in that place, especially if she's alone. Do you know what I mean? It's that she's looking for social attention. She's approachable. Maybe if she's at the store or somewhere at the bank, but she's just kind of lingering around, it doesn't look like she's in a hurry, then she's probably approachable. And certainly if she looks at you or, you know, kind of gives you a glance or whatever, she's probably open for you to approach and talk to her, you know? And so then that leads to number 3 is target selection. So you become good at reading people, and then you don't waste your time on those that are not giving off those indicators of interest. Do you know what I mean? Giving off those signals, or don't. And you can just tell, you know, usually if you have good intuition. Some of you guys have terrible intuition, and that's where, you know, we'll have to work on that stuff through coaching or even just other videos or whatever. But I mean, for the most part, you can kind of tell if somebody is interested, you know, in having more interaction, and if she gives you a look or a glance, or, you know, she's not looking like somebody who doesn't want you to talk to her, you'll be good at reading that. And so you become almost like a sniper looking for targets of opportunity, right? So here's an opportunity, you know, and bam, you approach, you know what I mean? And so that's where you know, you don't waste your time. Don't waste your time approaching 50 women in a mall when 45 of them are not interested in you approaching them at all. You know what I mean? So that's it. Become very good at target selection, because you're learning how to read people, so you can tell when they want to be approached, and then you target select. Okay? Leading to number 4 then is be a efficient communicator. All right? So this means you get straight to the point. A good way to start off is with a question of some sort. Do you know what I mean? Let's say you're at a mall. This happens to me, not because I'm picking up on women, but because I go to a mall, let's say, because I want to find a store. Let's say I want to find the Apple store because I got to do something with my computer, and it's in a mall, and I don't want to go through the entire mall to figure out where the stupid store is, right? I'm usually asking somebody if they know where this is. And it's not necessarily a girl. I'm in a long-term relationship, so I'm not asking girls for shit. But, you know, it's a prime example. You could just approach somebody who looks approachable. She's a good-looking girl. You would take her on a date and see what she's about. So you approach and you just be like, do you know where the Apple store is? I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm looking for the Apple store, and I don't want to waste all my time, you know, trying to find it. You know, can you help me out? So something like that would be just a natural question. All right. You can a good preface too, if you have a question that's a little bit more vague and less task oriented, would be to preface it with, I don't have a lot of time, you know. So something like that. So hey, I don't have a lot of time here, but I wanted to ask you this. And then you ask. And it could be a totally ludicrous question. Don't have a lot of time here, but I wanted to ask you, does this shirt go with these pants? You know, it could be really something stupid. And if she has indicated interest, she's interested in you talking to her, it actually doesn't matter much of what you say, because she's going to help you. She's going to want to be engaged by you. And so you could really say the dumbest thing on earth, and she'll probably laugh, and it'll be fine. You know, as long as you're not coming out off as stressed and awkward, which will bring us to our next point. So be an efficient communicator, come up to her, and then just set up a meeting. All right. If you can't set the meeting up, then set up, get the phone number, get contact information. But an example would be like, you know, hey, you know, I don't have much time. I don't want to take up a bunch of your time, but I'm looking for the Apple store, and I don't mess around in this mall very often. Can you help me out? Do you know where it's at? You know, and cool. And hey, thanks for helping me out. What's your name? You know, her name is, you know, whatever. You know, okay. You know, she asks for your name. That's another good indicator of interest. And then you say, you know what? You seem intriguing. Let's go grab a coffee later, maybe this week. When are you free? Or, you know what I mean? When are you free this week? Let's go grab a coffee. And she might just be like, oh, well, I could, do something maybe tomorrow, whatever. Okay, cool. Set the time up, set the place, and then exchange numbers, and then go. You know what I mean? It's that quick, that simple, that easy. She's like, well, I'm not sure, whatever. Be like, well, we should get, I think we should get to know each other a little bit better. So here, handle your phone, plug in your phone number, shoot me a text so you have mine, and let's catch up later this week. All right, so that would be another way of doing it, you see. And so it's very simple, quick to the point, efficient. All right, that leads to, I think that was 4, so 5 would then be, would be to internal, yes, internal game. All right, so work on when I say internal game, is being your own mental point of origin, your own source of self-confidence, so that you don't need a woman for validation. So to do this successfully, you don't need lines, you don't need a lot. Because if you give no fucks about what a woman thinks about you or the outcome, then you really can just approach and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And she will sense your comfort level and she'll be drawn to your confidence and she's more likely to go out with you. All right? So you have to work on becoming that in that internal game. All right? So that is, for this to work well, that is the golden ticket, if you will. That is the main thing that will help you to have this flawless game, because your game will be flawless and comfortable. Your communication will be very natural when you have confidence and you just don't give any fucks. Okay? So that is where you need to get to that point. And there's a lot of information out there to help you with that, to include my coaching and to include things that I include in these videos. All right? Number 6 is always be the source of fun. Okay? So if you're out having fun with whatever you're doing, whether you're going to the store, whether you're going to the bank, whether you're going to a class or to work, be the source of fun. Okay? You're the party bus. She needs to get on it. Okay? That has got to be your mindset. Now, this can be hard. If your life is real shitty right now, it can be hard to have that positive mindset. You could be at home kind of pissed off most of the time because things aren't going right in your life. And I understand that. But once you get out into that social atmosphere, let all your fucks go, okay? And be the source of fun. If you're having fun with no matter what happens and what you're doing, she's going to be drawn to that. She's going to want to have some of that fun too. All right, those are your tips. Hopefully the video is shorter than my last one. Take care.